Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, traders. This is Abdurrahman from FXAlTareeq.com, and here is what's on my radar this April the 11th, 2016. Alright guys, on my screen is the Aussie CAD weekly chart. We start off with the weekly charts for the first day of the week, and you can see here, give a nice look here. You can see here a strong bearish candle here that did print what we're looking for, and it's a nice bend trade. So you got two issues here on this particular trade as it stands right now. A very good bend trade and a potential Acapulco setting up for the previous week, so we can see what will happen on this particular trade. But a very nice bend trade. If you want to be cautious, wait till next week and see if you get a retouch at the 98.72 level on the chart. But I like this bend trade that is here thus far. We shall wait and see. And the risk reward is very good on this particular trade, unlike some of the CAD pairs that we're going to go over this week. Here, for example, here the Aussie CAD here, nice bend setup as well, but the risk reward here, you'll be risking somewhere around 600 pips for touching right here at this particular 79.41 zone, 41 zone. You won't even get 98 pips. If you even go to the monthly chart, you'll be very hard pressed to get 500 pips out the deal. So not even a 1-for-1. So much congestion that's sitting over here. So and looking at this particular trade, this will be a passover, and it's going to be a passover for a lot of the yen trades that took place. For example, here again, another nice bend setup, but the risk reward for this particular trade also is not good. It's not good. Monthly strong and support resistance at the 119.82 level. I would bypass this particular trade as well. The New Zealand dollar trade, the Kiwi, did break the support and resistance line, crossed back through it. You will have to wait and see what's going to happen with this particular trade. Looks like it's going to go right back into congestion here. So not a particular trade that I would be interested in looking at. And as I was saying before, all of these yen trades with the amount of pips that it pushed down off of the weekly charts, they don't look good for these. They just really don't look good for these yen trades. So I would be passing up on a lot of these particular trades. Let's head over to the daily charts. And the Aussie yen chart off of the daily chart looks like a real nice Acapulco setup. It's going to be a lot of diving this week if you want to get into these Acapulco trades. I like this. Of all the ones that I've seen, this is probably the best setup for an Acapulco on the daily chart. So that's a very impressive Acapulco trade. You have to look at the risk reward. And again, with the way that the Aussie is moving, I would be a little bit cautious with this particular trade. But anyway, let's wait and see. Aussie CAD, nice push down on the Aussie CAD. You need to have a retouch back up here at the 98.76 level. Or you can go in with a Voyager trade if you want to go in a little bit with a little risk. But a nice retouch up here would give you a greater risk reward on this particular trade off of the Aussie CAD. It did break that weekly support and resistance line, so that's a good sign as well. And let's look at the Great Britain dollar. This is a trade that I'm also looking to get in. I like the setup that I'm seeing here, and it may be a trade which it may push back up here and hit the stop, but I like this busted kangaroo that took place on Friday. Actually, this happened on Thursday. Then you had Friday confirmation as a 2-candle confirmation, busted kangaroo. Nice setup here from the Great Britain dollar perspective on that particular trade. Busted kangaroo, busted pseudo kangaroo. I want to be clear on that. It's not a kangaroo tail because it's not the largest candle that we've seen in the last 5 or 6 candle. It did print up on a zone. It's just a busted kangaroo. It didn't trigger it, so I call these a busted kangaroo. US Swissy, want to see what happens off of this weekly support and resistance at the 95.60. See if we can get a buy trade or a sell trade. It looks like it just may hold up here. However, we'll wait and see what happens off of that particular support and resistance line, and we'll hold steady on that one. Great Britain Swissy, another one that's looking to get in. This is a very iffy trade here because there just isn't any historical room in getting back in on these particular trades. So I would have loved to have gotten in. I missed that one because of the only 20 pips, but you know, we live to fight another day. Didn't lose any money off of the trade. That's about it, guys. That's all I have on my charts that I'm looking at, what I see interesting in terms of a naked perspective, naked price action perspective. So with that said, I'm going to let you guys go, and we'll see what happens for the rest of the week. You guys have a magnificent day on purpose.